Great, thank you. I'm Ron Gitelman. I'm the fleet administrator at Yale University, and I work with the director, and we have one other person in our fleet. We run a shuttle service. Most of our shuttle buses, we run cutaways, we run the large transit. So we're only dealing with the cutaways today, which we run on the Ford E450 E450 chassis, and they're about 20, 22 passenger with wheelchair lifts. Can you go to the next slide, please? I do want to state, though, that please don't take what I say as an endorsement of any product. Yale does not endorse products, but rather I'm here to talk about our success with the hybrid upfit. One of our issues, and one thing here at Yale, is we are mandated by the university's president, Peter Salovey, to reduce our carbon footprint in the New Haven area. We have just recently, our sustainability office released a new sustainability plan, which is to take us all the way to 2025, and transportation will be part of it. Also, as part of the mandate, Yale is implementing a new carbon tax initiative internally, where baselines will be set for energy usage. And if you go above that usage, you get charged in your budget. If you go below, they rebate it to you. Right now, they're working on this on buildings. However, our view is that eventually it will filter down to transportation. And so to be proactive, we're trying to reduce that baseline now so that we can have a lower baseline and encourage people to be thoughtful about how they use the vehicles. New Haven, Connecticut's in a low air quality region, continuously ranked in the top 10, or if you want to call it bottom 10, of metro areas in air quality. Part of the reason is we have two major highways that intersect here, which are always clogged, and we're also downwind of the Midwest power plant. So as the wind comes from west to east, it's pushing it here, and since we're close to the shore, you have the currents coming from the shore, which kind of hold the air stagnant. So we are in a low air quality region, and we want to help improve that. And one way we do is increasing fuel efficiency in urban environment, and that's why we went with the XL hybrids as a pilot. We also work to reduce congestion. It is very congested traffic area here. I know some metro areas probably have it a little worse, but for an area of only maybe 150 to 200,000 people, it can take you 2 hours to go 40 or 50 miles. It's a very congested area. And also we're doing it to save costs. As a result of the Great Recession, as well as current budget issues, we do have to monitor costs. And if we can reduce fuel expenditures, that's one cost that the departments can then take to help meet other areas of the university's missions. Currently, we have 7 shuttles, again, cutaways, E450, 22 passenger with wheelchair lifts, that run the XL hybrid. We have 19 cars, mostly Honda Civics, Toyota Highlanders, that are on the hybrid system. We also use propane, biodiesel, CNG. So we're not invested in one alternative fuel or alternative fuel technology. We like to spread it out and find out what works best given the current climate and given the air quality. We find that hybrids do provide great mileage, and we don't need to add infrastructure, nor do we have to wet hose buses if we don't have infrastructure present. Next slide, please. Right now we are seeing about 23% average, so I think the lowest we've seen is 20% to 25% improvement in miles driven per gallon. And we're expecting over the lifetime of a vehicle, which will be about 7 years, a $20,000 savings per vehicle. I talked today to our bus manager regarding the brake maintenance, and we're nearing 30,000 miles on the first ones, and we have had no brake issues, and they'll do their 30,000-mile inspection, and I'll hear at that point. Given our urban environment, given a lot of turns and a lot of stop and go, we find that quite impressive, and if at 30,000 they find the brakes still to be in great shape, that will be even more impressive. We're also seeing great uptime. We started about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and we have seen no downtime due to the hybrid system. Whereas with some of our other alternative fuel vehicles, we do encounter downtime to various issues. So that's been an improvement. And we're projecting over the lifetime of the vehicle that we will see 43 tons in carbon reduction over the 7 years. It may not sound like a lot, but when you're in an area with low air quality like New Haven, it's significant. Again, as the quote here says, they are exceeding our expectations for emissions and fuel savings, and the green branding really helps our image here in the New Haven area. It shows Yale's commitment to sustainability to the staff, the faculty, the students, and to the people who live and drive in New Haven. Next slide. As you can see here, this is our Excel link, which David referred to earlier. Our baseline mile per gallon we've set at 5.3. That may not sound like too much, but again, you've got to consider where we are. An urban area campus of 3 miles length by 1.5 miles wide, running shuttles pretty much continuously for approximately 12 to 16 hours a day. So you're not going to get a lot of mileage, high fuel efficiency because of that. Overall, we're seeing an increase to 6.6 miles per gallon. Again, that's an average. We might get 1 or 2 buses that could be a little less. That could be due to various factors, heavy traffic, other issues, idling, stopping, starting. But our moving miles per gallon is up to 8.2 miles per gallon, which that is the equivalent of what we're seeing on another vehicle which we use in transit, which is the MV1, which is a smaller paratransit vehicle. I'm very impressed with what we're seeing. We've saved over $14,600 in fuel, and so far 43 metric tons in CO2. Again, we've only been using these for a couple of years, and we're very happy with the success. These work very well, and we're actually in the process of ordering our new next order of cutaway buses and are looking at how we're going to split it out. And I foresee us continuing to order a few more of these hybrid vehicles depending on how we decide to do our mix. Thank you.